If you're still squinting at your keyboard in the dark or dealing with a desk lamp that bounces glare straight off your monitor, there's a whole category of products built specifically to fix that. And today, we're breaking down 5 of them so you can figure out exactly which one fits your setup and your budget. These are monitor light bars. They clip onto the top of your screen, aim light down at your desk, and stay completely out of the reflection zone. Let's get into it. The first one is the Baseus Monitor Light Bar. This is Baseus' entry into the clamp-on monitor lamp market. A 7-inch aluminum bar that runs entirely off USB power at 5 volts and 1 amp, which means any USB port on your computer, a wall charger, or even a power bank can keep it going. The asymmetric optical design aims light downward at your keyboard and desk area, keeping it away from the panel surface so there's no reflective glare back in your eyes. Control is handled through a touch sensor on the bar itself, giving you 3 fixed color temperature modes: warm at 2800 Kelvin, a mixed neutral at 4000 Kelvin, and a cool white at 5500 Kelvin, plus continuous stepless dimming from 5% up to 100%. It also ships with a 5-foot USB-A to USB-C cable included, and it remembers your last brightness and color temperature setting when you turn it back on. The clamp is designed for monitors with a bezel thickness between 0.3 and 0.8 inches, which covers most standard flat screens. That means if your monitor has an unusually thin bezel or a curved display, you'll want to check your measurements before buying. This is a setup built for someone who wants the core function of a monitor light: glare-free desk illumination with adjustable brightness and color temperature without any complexity. The touch control is right there on the bar. You clip it on once, plug it in, and it just works. For a student or a home office worker who needs better lighting at their desk but doesn't want to spend a lot of time thinking about it, this gets the job done at around $42. Links are in the description below. Now, let's talk about the Quntis Monitor Light Bar. This one is also a USB-powered clip-on bar, but it separates itself from the Baseus on a few fronts that matter for longer work sessions. Per the official listing, it uses CRI 98 LEDs. The color rendering index is a measure of how accurately a light source reproduces the colors of objects compared to natural daylight, and 98 is very close to perfect, which means the things on your desk look closer to their actual colors under this light. Color temperature is continuously adjustable anywhere between 3000 and 6500 Kelvin, which is a wider, stepless range rather than the 3 fixed presets of the Baseus. The built-in ambient light sensor handles auto-dimming, measuring the room brightness and adjusting the output automatically, with a maximum illuminance rating of 900 lux. It uses 78 LED beads and connects via USB-C. The touch interface gives you full stepless control when you want to set things manually, and it also stores your last setting. The Quntis fits monitors with a bezel thickness between 0.12 and 2.36 inches, which is a noticeably wider range, covering more monitor types, including those with thicker or more unusual rear profiles. If you're someone who works evenings, edits photos casually, or does any kind of task where seeing accurate color at your desk matters, that CRI 98 rating is a meaningful step up. The auto-dimming feature also helps if you move between a bright daytime workspace and a darker evening setup without wanting to manually readjust the light every few hours. At $39, check the link in the description for current pricing. It also comes in under the Baseus, which makes it a genuinely compelling option for anyone who wants more capability without spending more money. If you're new here and you find these comparisons useful, go ahead and subscribe to GadTech and tap the notification bell. We break down products like this regularly, so you don't have to do the research yourself. Moving up the range, the BenQ ScreenBar Pro is a different tier of product. BenQ launched this in 2024 as the most capable single-light monitor bar in their lineup, and it's engineered to a noticeably higher standard. The optical system was refined through what the manufacturer describes as 20 million beam simulations, resulting in an 18-degree cutoff angle that prevents any light from reaching the screen surface or your eyes directly. The result is over 1000 lux of center illuminance with consistent 500 lux coverage across an area of roughly 33 by 20 inches, which is enough to evenly light the entire working surface of a standard desk. Color temperature is adjustable across 8 steps from 2700 to 6500 Kelvin, with 16 levels of brightness. CRI is rated above 95. Controls sit directly on the bar. Where the ScreenBar Pro distinguishes itself most clearly is in its sensor sensor system. It has an ultrasonic motion sensor that detects presence within roughly 24 inches in front of the screen. The light turns on automatically when you sit down and shuts off 5 minutes after you leave. The ambient light sensor continuously adjusts brightness in real time to maintain the ANSI recommended 500 lux on your desk surface. Compatibility is broad. It fits monitors between 0.17 and 2.56 inches thick and curved displays down to 1000 R curvature. It powers via USB-C. There's no external remote. All controls are on-bar touch buttons, but the auto-on and auto-dimming reduce how often you actually need to touch it. This is the light bar for the person who wants genuinely premium, professional-grade desk illumination, uses their computer for hours every day, and wants the automation to handle the rest. At $139, the links are in the description. The last product on this list is the BenQ ScreenBar Halo 2, and it's in a class of its own at $199. What separates it from every other bar here and from most light bars on the market is that it has two independent light sources: the front-facing asymmetric light that illuminates your desk and a rear-facing tri-zone backlight that projects a wide ambient halo behind your monitor. That backlight matters because the eye strain most people experience during long screen sessions comes not from the screen itself, but from the contrast between a bright monitor and a dim surrounding environment. By projecting light behind the screen and onto the wall, the Halo 2 reduces that contrast, which is what the international ANSI 1:3 and 3:1 standard for screen-to-ambient ratio targets. According to BenQ, the tri-zone backlight design covers 423% more area than the first-generation Halo. The front light delivers consistent 500 lux coverage across a 33 by 20-inch area, with a 12-lens, 8-section reflector system behind an 18-degree cutoff to eliminate screen reflections. CRI is rated above 95. Both the front and back lights are independently tunable for brightness and color temperature from 2,700 to 6,500 Kelvin, giving you full control over the entire lighting environment at your desk. That control comes through a wireless rechargeable puck controller, a circular unit with a numeric touch panel that shows you the exact brightness percentage and color temperature setting you're at, and a rotating outer ring to adjust them. There's also a motion sensor with adjustable idle timeout of 3, 5, 10, or 15 minutes. Compatibility covers monitors between 0.17 and 2, 36 inches thick and curved displays from 1000 R to 1800 R, including Apple Studio Display and iMac. It also includes an accessory slot for mounting an external webcam above the bar. This is the right product for someone who logs long hours at their desk, deep into evenings, or in rooms with limited ambient light, and wants the most complete, scientifically grounded lighting setup available at this price point. Photographers, video editors, developers who work late, anyone who's serious about both eye comfort and desk ergonomics. If that's your situation, the link for the Halo 2 is in the description. And if you haven't subscribed to GadTech yet, now's a good time. You won't miss the next one.